Japan was undergoing an unprecedented transformation in the second half of the 19th century. With the Meiji Restoration, the country was emerging from centuries of feudal isolation, eagerly embracing Western ideas of industrialization and progress. It was a time of rapid change, where the future promised great opportunities, but also immense challenges. In this environment of renewal and uncertainty, a young, ambitious man named Yataro Iwasaki emerged. Born in 1835 in a small village in the Tosa province, Yataro did not have an easy childhood. His family, modest and tied to agriculture, struggled with hardships, and young Iwasaki learned early on that hard work was the only way to achieve social advancement. Driven by an unbreakable determination and an entrepreneurial spirit, he left his hometown in search of a greater destiny. Yataro's turning point came when he began working for the Tosa clan, who recognized his talent and allowed him to rise through the ranks. With a sharp mind and diplomatic skills, he quickly stood out, earning the trust of his superiors. In 1870, Yataro was given the chance to manage a small shipping company called Tsukumo Shokai. He saw a golden opportunity. Maritime transport was the lifeblood of the modern economy, and he was determined to make it the foundation of something grand. This was the seed that would grow into Mitsubishi, but the path ahead was full of challenges. As Yataro watched the busy shipping routes and the foreign ships dominating the ports, he knew he was only just beginning. Yataro Iwasaki's decision to rename the company Mitsubishi Shokai was not just a whim. It symbolized his ambitious vision. The name Mitsubishi, a combination of Mitsu, 3, and Hishi, diamond, reflected the three fundamental principles that would guide his company: integrity, responsibility, and innovation. The logo, with 3 interlinked diamonds, conveyed the strength and confidence he wanted his brand to represent. Mitsubishi Shokai was not just another shipping company. Yataro knew that control of the seas was essential for the success of any modern industrial nation. With strategic routes connecting Japan to other Asian countries, his fleet grew rapidly. But the market was unforgiving. Western companies, with technologically superior ships, monopolized the best ports and trade routes. Competition was fierce, and Japan was still in the process of modernization. But Yataro was a strategist. He sought alliances with the Meiji government, offering vital transportation services that helped boost the rising country's economy. Thanks to these partnerships, Mitsubishi gained strength and became a respected name in the industry. Additionally, Yataro invested in infrastructure, building shipyards and workshops to repair and manufacture his own vessels. Even with initial success, the young entrepreneur knew he needed to diversify. The world was changing fast, and relying on a single sector was risky. He began to envision a future where Mitsubishi was not just a transport company, but a true conglomerate that would impact various aspects of modern life. The transformation was only beginning, and Mitsubishi's destiny was already pointing toward greatness. As Japan modernized, Yataro Iwasaki realized that Mitsubishi needed to adapt or risk being left behind. He began diversifying the company, transforming it from a simple shipping operator into an industrial conglomerate. Shipbuilding was the first natural step, ensuring that Mitsubishi could build and repair its own ships, reducing dependence on foreign suppliers. The Nagasaki shipyards, acquired by Mitsubishi, soon became one of the country's largest shipbuilding hubs, boosting the local economy. But Yataro didn't stop there. He ventured into sectors like mining, knowing that mineral resources were crucial to feed Japan's growing industry. Mitsubishi's coal and copper mines provided valuable raw materials for shipbuilding and other industrial ventures. This move helped Japan become less reliant on imports, strengthening its economic independence. Furthermore, Mitsubishi expanded into the financial sector, founding banks and insurance companies that supported the credit infrastructure needed for new projects. The company also ventured into heavy industry, investing in steel factories and other essential manufacturing. Each new branch reinforced the others, creating a robust and interconnected business ecosystem. Of course, the expansion did not come without challenges. There were political tensions with rival companies and struggles over government contracts. Yataro faced criticism for his close ties with the government, but he firmly believed that the success of his company and Japan's progress were inextricably linked. His vision was clear. Mitsubishi would not just be a company. It would be a pillar of Japan's modernization. The conglomerate was becoming an industrial giant, but Yataro's ambition remained insatiable. He looked to the future, where new opportunities and challenges awaited. As Mitsubishi strengthened itself in various industrial sectors, the winds of innovation began blowing in a different direction. The world was entering the age of the automobile, and even after Yataro Iwasaki's death, his legacy of exploring new technologies was carried forward by his successors. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, one of the divisions that emerged from the diversified conglomerate, took its first steps into the world of automotive mobility. In 1917, Mitsubishi launched the Model A, the first mass-produced Japanese car. Inspired by European models, the Model A was a luxurious sedan, designed to compete with Western vehicles. However, the project proved more challenging than engineers had anticipated. The manual production process made the vehicle costly, and in the face of more affordable, imported Western cars, the Model A failed to capture the market. In 1921, production was discontinued. Despite this setback, Mitsubishi did not give up on the idea of exploring the automotive sector. The experience with the Model A was a valuable lesson, and the company began to understand the complexities of mass vehicle production. Simultaneously, other technological advancements, such as diesel engines and commercial vehicles, were being developed in parallel. The initial failure did not discourage Mitsubishi. On the contrary, the determination to continue exploring the automotive sector grew, laying the groundwork for a new era of innovation. They knew that one day their return to the automobile market would be stronger and more strategic. In the 1930s and 1940s, Japan engaged in aggressive military expansion, and Mitsubishi was called upon to play a crucial role. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, in particular, became a key player in the production of military equipment, including the development of the famous Zero fighter plane. This warplane, with its impressive speed and agility, became one of the most powerful symbols of the Imperial Japanese Army during World War II. The production of the Zero fighter brought global recognition to Mitsubishi, but also deeply tied the company to Japan's war effort. The country was in a frantic race to develop cutting-edge technology, and Mitsubishi, with its engineering and manufacturing expertise, became a pillar of this strategy. Factories were expanded, and workers were mobilized to maintain high production rates, even as conditions became increasingly difficult. But the end of the war brought a bitter fate. Japan suffered a devastating defeat, and Mitsubishi faced an existential crisis. Like many Japanese companies, it was dismantled and divided by the Allies, forced to reassess its identity and role in the national economy. The glory days of military triumph were over, and the future looked uncertain. As aircraft factories were shut down and the country struggled to rebuild, the seeds of a new chapter were being planted. Though scarred by the war, Mitsubishi was about to rise again and contribute to a reborn Japan. Japan emerged from the destruction of World War II as a devastated nation, but one determined to rebuild. For Mitsubishi, the restructuring process was painful. Under the supervision of the Allies, the conglomerate was broken up into several independent companies, and Mitsubishi Heavy Industries was fragmented, weakening the company's ability to compete globally. However, the resilient spirit of Mitsubishi was not broken. In the years that followed, Japan experienced a period of rapid economic growth known as the Japanese Miracle. Mitsubishi seized this new era of reconstruction to reclaim its place in the industry. One of the first signs of this revival was in the automotive sector. With the launch of the Mitsubishi 500 in 1960, a compact car that helped motorize Japan. Soon after, models like the Colt and Galant were released and quickly became popular, symbolizing the newfound confidence of Mitsubishi Motors. The reconstruction also involved renewing crucial infrastructure, and Mitsubishi-affiliated companies actively participated in building modern Japan. From steel to chemical industries, each division worked to help the country rise from the ashes. The new Japan was a land of opportunity, and Mitsubishi was determined to lead the way. The reconstruction was not just physical, but also philosophical. Mitsubishi committed to adopting more ethical business practices and contributing to the nation's prosperity, laying the foundation for the future. Now, Mitsubishi was readying itself for an era of international expansion and technological innovation. Starting in the 1970s, Mitsubishi Motors embarked on an ambitious phase of internationalization. The company focused on expanding its presence beyond Japan, conquering new markets, and introducing some of its most iconic models to the world. It was during this time that the Mitsubishi Lancer, launched in 1973, began to gain prominence, not just as an affordable and reliable car, but also as a sporty vehicle that would dominate international rally competitions. Another major success was the Mitsubishi Pajero, a robust SUV that debuted in the 1980s. Its off-road capability and durability won fans worldwide, and the Pajero became synonymous with extreme adventure, winning multiple editions of the Dakar Rally. These victories solidified Mitsubishi's reputation as an innovative and high-performance manufacturer. The company's global expansion was further fueled by strategic partnerships, such as the collaboration with Chrysler in the United States, which allowed Mitsubishi to introduce its vehicles to one of the world's largest automotive markets. Models like the Eclipse and the Galant became popular with American consumers, helping establish the brand. However, global success also brought new challenges. Mitsubishi had to adapt to different regulations and market preferences, but the company remained steadfast in its commitment to quality and innovation. Mitsubishi had become a true global player, but the rapid pace of expansion demanded increasingly bold strategies. The next chapter of the story would bring even more complex challenges. The 1990s brought a series of financial difficulties for Mitsubishi Motors. The Asian economic crisis hit Japan hard, and the company's finances began to deteriorate. Scandals involving the concealment of vehicle defects shook consumer confidence and damaged the brand's image. Amid this turbulence, Mitsubishi faced a crisis of identity. In an attempt to find a solution, the company entered into an alliance with Daimler-Chrysler in the early 2000s. However, the partnership was short-lived and failed to bring the expected recovery. Global sales declined, and Mitsubishi had to reinvent itself. Yet, even in the face of numerous obstacles, the determination to keep moving forward remained unshaken. The company began to focus on its strengths, developing innovative technologies and seeking new markets. A redefinition was urgent, and the seeds for a new era were beginning to be planted. In 2016, Mitsubishi Motors found a new direction by joining the Renault-Nissan alliance in a strategic partnership. Nissan acquired a significant stake in Mitsubishi, bringing an influx of capital and the promise of renewed technological collaboration. This alliance marked the beginning of a new chapter, focused on revitalizing the brand and expanding its global presence. With this support, Mitsubishi made a strong bet on sustainable innovation, standing out with the Outlander PHEV, a plug-in hybrid SUV that quickly became a success. The model combined energy efficiency with the off-road capabilities Mitsubishi was known for, capturing the attention of environmentally conscious consumers. The brand's revival was not only technological, but also cultural. Mitsubishi began to prioritize more transparent business practices and committed to ambitious environmental goals. The investment in electric and plug-in hybrid vehicles became central to the new strategy, showing that the company was ready to embrace the future. The alliance with Renault-Nissan also brought new shared platforms, helping Mitsubishi compete in a rapidly evolving automotive market. The company was now stronger and better prepared to face the challenges of the 21st century, ready to transform mobility into something more sustainable and accessible. Mitsubishi Motors, now part of one of the most influential automotive alliances in the world, remains committed to its mission of innovation and evolution. The legacy of Yataro Iwasaki lives on in the vision of a company that has never backed down from challenges. From its founding as a small maritime transport business to its current position as a pioneer in hybrid and electric technology, Mitsubishi continues to be synonymous with resilience and innovation. The company's commitment to sustainability and electric mobility reflects a greater responsibility toward the planet. Beyond the success of the Outlander PHEV, Mitsubishi is investing in research and development to create vehicles that harness renewable energy and reduce emissions. The focus on electrification and energy efficiency not only secures the brand's future, but also contributes to a cleaner and more sustainable environment. Looking ahead, Mitsubishi has its sights set on new frontiers in mobility, autonomous vehicles, smart connectivity, and cutting-edge technologies. The company aims to be a catalyst for change, ready to shape the future of transportation. The spirit of Yataro, with his unwavering determination and vision for progress, continues to inspire every innovation, ensuring that Mitsubishi keeps exploring new horizons.